Okay, first thing I just wanted to mention is your files are kind of a mess. Where are we here? So look at all these different folders. You've got all this folder with some stuff in it. You've got this one. It's got the scene file there. Got this one. You've got this light probe thing in there, and you've got this one. And it looks like you're set to the deep. So you're not setting your project, and that's why it's setting your project to the default project rather than your project. You've got files spread across multiple folders. So back in module one, on I believe it's page 6. Um, we go over setting up and using projects. So what you want to do is use a Maya project folder and put all of your scene files into the scenes directory of the project folder, and put all of your source images, that is to say your textures, into the source images directory. And so you shouldn't have the files spread out across folders all over the place. All your scenes should be in the scenes folder. All your textures should be in the source images folder, and you might have to relink those after you move them in the hypershade. And then before you open your file, you do file set project and you set it to that folder. So please watch the video and read this again and reorganize your files properly. I think I mentioned this before to you, or at least seems like I mentioned it a couple times. Um, yeah, and then as far as this is concerned, I don't. This isn't. I think you were. It looked like you tried to hook up this to the control curve somehow, but or I don't know what it's connected to. But whatever you did, it didn't work. So what I would do is just keep it simple. Just break this, right mouse click, break connections, and then now if you want, you can use Shift E, and then Shift E, and then you can animate it just by rotating that. So I would just do that. I'm going to undo that, but rather than, because I think you were going to hook it up to this, but then you never did, or you never finished the process. And what was the other problem? Oh, right eyelid. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a blend shape for the right eyelid. So I can see you have one for the left eyelid, um, and you would need one for the right one. So yeah, if we just go to edit and model that. Um, It's probably going to be easier if I isolate this surface. What's it doing? Oops. Etc., etc. Well, anyway, you should spend more time on it than I am. This was pretty rushed. That's not a very good job, but conceptually, hopefully you got the point. And then we'll turn off edit, and there you go. So you just need to set up the shape there. Alternatively, if you want, you can just use a rig I can give you, and you can move forward, because this obviously has a lot of problems with it. There's geometry problems here and rig issues and those kinds of things. So if you want to just use mine, just say the word, and I will send you a working rig to use.